But one is upside down, one is right side up.
For like wall hangings and art pieces.
You guys, I put stickers on my water bottle. Aren't they so cute? Hi, I want to do a sewing video. I watch sewing videos and sewing vlogs on YouTube basically 24/7, and I'm on YouTube, so I'm kind of like, should I be doing sewing videos? So instead of spending time wondering, I'm just gonna do it. I have 4 things that I'm planning on making over the course of the next month, and I wanna just take y'all with me, take you along on that process and show you what it's like to be a beginner sewist and make clothes and bags and things. So let's get into what I'm going to be making. The PDF patterns are a sweater. The next one is an A-line mini skirt. The next thing is something that I've actually made before, so I'm not really nervous about it. I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna be making another bestie bag. And then lastly, I also asked on Instagram which dress should be next in terms of my projects, and Instagram chose this one. This is the mini skirt that is fully cut out, and then everything else is cut out as well. I have a bestie bag pattern cut, which I need to go get from my hallway closet, but I just have a little bit more trimming to do on the tissue paper pattern. And then today we are going to choose my fabric and then cut my fabric. So those are the 2 things that I'm going to try to accomplish today. And then hopefully tomorrow we can actually start sewing. I'm going to lay out the skirt first because I think that's going to be the easiest, and then see what else I can get done. I only have an hour. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update because I went to start cutting out the skirt and I realized I'm trying to cut a pattern out of a fabric that has a pattern on it, which means I have to line up my pieces so that I'm not getting bows horizontally or upside down. Okay, so I've been here folding and refolding, trying to make sure that I got the layout right, and I think I have it down now. I'm gonna show you all what I landed on. All of the bows are going down that way, and I'm going to put the pieces on. This piece is the front, and that has to go on the fold of the fabric. I'm also going to be adding a couple of inches to the bottom, again because I'm tall and I don't know if this pattern accounted for my height. So I'm just going to give myself a little extra on the bottom. I batch cut all of these things on Sunday, and I have not looked at them, touched them, cared about them since. This week whooped my ass. So we're getting started a little late, but that's okay. I have the entire month to finish all of these projects. I definitely don't think I vlogged this, but I went to an event with a sewing club here in Chicago a couple of months ago, and it was such a good time. And I decided to keep up with them and attend more of their events. And tonight they're having a sip and sew. So we're all gonna get on a Zoom call and work on our individual projects, hang out, chat, and just have a little bit of sewing time. So I'm gonna be working on the mini skirt. This is just one piece of the pattern. As you guys saw, I cut everything out and everything is ready. The event is only 2 hours. I don't know if I can finish this in 2 hours, but I'm going to work as diligently as I possibly can. and that's all I have. Okay, let me join the call.
Create some beautiful like wall hangings and art pieces, framed art pieces. We were able to go attend her.
So what I did was I pinned the backs to the front, and then I sewed the backs to the front. Now it's pretty much together, the shell is. So what I'm gonna do is take my pants off and see if this fits. Because if I need to change anything, I can do that really quickly right now, and then we'll move on to the next steps. I'll be back. It doesn't cover my butt. Yeah, fits at the waist, the butt. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I think the last time that I checked in, I was showing you guys that the skirt was too small and the booty couldn't fit. So I decided to add 2 panels to give me the extra coverage in the back. I'm basically just trying to bring it together. So I created 2 1.5 inch strips plus a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And these are going to be panels. As you can see, one is upside down, one is right side up. We're just going to go with it. Okay, we're just going to go with it. So now I'm about to pin these together, sew them together, and then, oh no, I think I fucked up. I think I messed up my math because the strips are supposed to have 2 1/2 inches, a whole inch more seam allowance. No, I got it. I did it. Okay. Woo. Gotta double check your work. Gotta always try to go slow because it's so easy to like trip yourself up, at least for me, because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm having to like triple check, double check, quadruple check to make sure that I'm doing things right. And as you can see, I'm still not doing right because it didn't fit. So we're just, yeah, I'm gonna pin and then I'm gonna sew. And then we'll do another fit check and we'll go from there. I thought I knew exactly what I was doing. I was like, oh, easy. These pieces are not lining up the way that they should. I'm trying to put the right side to the wrong side, and I'm supposed to be putting the right side to the right side. Oh, being new is fun. Being new is so much fun. What do you mean? Please. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. My butt is covered. I hope. And I'm wondering if I should go shorter. I don't think so. Hello. It has been a couple of days. I don't know what day we're on, maybe day 3 or 4 of all of this, but I've been working on the skirts, working on her, and I just did my second invisible zipper. Actually, let me go get the first one so I can show you what it looked like. Okay, so I have done one invisible zipper before, my first ever invisible zipper, and it was on this dress that I made. I put it on Instagram, this one. Now, you know what? Let me just show you. Let me just show you. What do we notice? It's not invisible. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't realize just how close to the grooves you had to get to actually make it invisible. I can actually show you. Yeah, this is where my stitch line is. This is where it should be. Anyway, so it didn't come out invisible. Obviously, it's quite visible. I mean, quite visible. I just want to show you. Wait, look, it's so invisible you can't even tell. I couldn't even find it. It's so invisible. Yeah. Invisible. Okay, that was not smooth. Anyways, yeah, I'd say that's a win for this beginner sewist. I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking like fuck. I have this turned the completely wrong way. And if I would have started sewing that, I'd have been pissed. Okay. Well, guys, looks like we have a skirt. Okay, this is just the shell. Obviously, this is the outer lining. And it's obviously not hemmed, and it's big. It is quite big here, but I knew that was going to be because I added these panels in because it was too small at first and I wanted to kind of overshoot. So I will be taking in maybe like 1/2 inch on each side, but I'll do that once I have the lining as well. But yeah, she's together. She's big, but she's together. I was going to say tomorrow might be the last day for the skirt, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I have been in here fighting for my life with this pattern. I'm still working on the skirt, and I was putting in the panels for the sides because I'm making it bigger. This is a very Mod Podge way of doing it, I know, which is probably why it's causing me so much trouble because this is not how you should do it. But I had to add in basically 2.5 inches on each side. And then I also had to do that for the facing. Whew. So I have not been recording because I've truly been in here like, I've decided to just keep going. And that is related to what I want to talk about. Sort of kind of perfectionism, sort of kind of pressure that I put on myself when I start new things. When I start new things, I get really excited about them. I am just like, ooh, this is my new thing. This is my new favorite thing. Like when I started running, I was like, oh, I'm going to try to run a 5K. Like literally I ran 1 mile and then I was like, oh, I should sign up for a 5K. Can you calm down? Can you relax? And with sewing, when I first started, I feel like I did not do that. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be bad. I'm going to have fun. I was taking that class. I'm still in the class now, but I was, you know, just kind of like doing whatever. And I kind of still am. When I made my first dress, I didn't film any of it. And I feel like I had so much fun doing that. It was so nice to just be like, whatever. And similarly, when I was making like the bags and stuff, before I started doing clothes, I wasn't really filming it, right? And then I started filming here and there. I made a little vlog for the bestie bag. I made a vlog for my pajama shirt. And then because I watched so many YouTube videos, I was like, oh, I should do a sewing vlog and I should batch cut 4 different patterns and just do a whole vlog on it. This vlog. And what I've noticed is I don't want to sew. I don't want to sew. I started this last week, Sunday. So it's been about almost 2 weeks, pretty much. And there have probably been 2 days that I've wanted to sit at the sewing machine. And in talking to my friend today and just talking about like not putting pressure on our hobbies and just kind of sucking and being okay with it, I realized that trying to film this video and trying to film everything I sew for Instagram, mind you, I'm doing that at the same time. So as I'm filming this YouTube video, I'm switching the camera around and I'm also filming this for Instagram. So basically I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. I realized that it was like making me not want to sew. And I was like, what is going on? Like before I put 2 and 2 together, I was like, what is going on? I was so excited about this. Like what happened? this happened. Thinking that I have to film everything and I have to get everything and I have to make content. And it's like, no, that is not what this is about. I do want to, but not at the expense of the hobby itself, right? Like sewing has to come first. I want to be doing this for a long time. I want to be sewing for a long time. Okay, I have to like get my shit together here. Hold on. Basically, I don't want to ruin sewing for myself by putting the pressure of having to film on it and trying to make content out of it. That is not what this is about. And if it's going to take away from sewing, I don't want to film anything at all. So, say all that to say, filming this video almost ruined it for me. All right, this is pinned. I do not feel confident about it because there is a gap. This is my first time ever doing a video that is spread out over an entire month, and I'm struggling. So yeah, giving myself too much time doesn't work for me, but that is the point of doing this video, to learn, to figure out what works and what doesn't, especially as it relates to sewing and kind of capture my sewing. Yeah, trying to learn how to sew and learn how to vlog sewing at the same time. Okay, so what I've been doing instead is sewing without the camera. I think I actually talked about this a couple of days ago, but I've been working on this jumpsuit pattern. Yesterday, I had to work on the crotch scoop, drop, whatever it's called. Basically in between, I'm very tall, I'm very long, and it was like rising up and giving me a front wedgie. Not what I want. So had to fix that, which turned out well. And then I added on the neckband and I'm about to sew that down. So it's pretty much, yeah, I won't say how far along I am. I don't know. What step am I on? There are 32 steps and I am on step number 21. So I am almost done, but I made a pretty large mistake early on that I didn't realize was going to come back to be such a big deal. And that is that there is a hole right in the front center. And I was just like, when it happened, I'm like, it probably, I don't know. I didn't know what it was going to become. Essentially, I made a snip too large and now there's a hole in my garment. So I've decided that I'm just going to go all the way through. And then because of the style of the fabric and the color, I'm thinking that I'll be able to sew it by hand and you won't be able to tell. Why do I think that? I don't know. I'm confident. So yeah, but right now I'm going to continue working on the steps and then get moving. This is not one of the things that I had cut out originally for this video. So surprise, but I really wanted a project where it was just me and my sewing machine, no camera. Let me just sew, you know? So I'm going to continue working on this and then I'm going to try to finish that A-line mini skirt today. And I think that's it. We'll see how far I get with that. I have a couple of hours to sew. But yeah, I just wanted to check in, say hello, tell you that I'm struggling and keep the video going. I'm going to keep going. We have basically 2 more weeks, a week and a half left in February. And I'm trying to get all of these things done in February. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get back to sewing. Hello. It has been countless days. I couldn't even tell you. I have been sewing, just not the stuff that I cut out. So I wanted to give you guys an update on the skirt. I think the last you saw, I was trying this on, and the lining of the skirt is messed up. How did I end up with 5.5 inches of extra fabric? I don't know. I don't know how to do math. So today we're going to be working on cutting that off and then attaching the lining and then hemming the skirt. Okay, this is ghetto sewing 101, all right? So I'm trying to match up the top of... I just know women who sew don't got no feelings in their fingers, because the way I poke myself with these pins every day. Okay. Sewing is so much fun. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to unpin all of this. Okay, just do it. Just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. Okay. This part here, this is the facing. It's supposed to be lined up with the top of the skirt. Where's the top of the skirt? Down here. So this needs to be down here. I'm gonna flip this thing inside out and see what it looks like. I have very low expectations, okay? Okay. I'm gonna try it on. I'm gonna try it on. Well, guys, project number 1, the first project in this video, is a flop. I'm giving up on this officially. It doesn't even zip. It literally won't even zip. I'm not gonna show you because, you know, I don't have any more of this fabric. I don't have any more patience. I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know. So many things went wrong. I said that I was giving up, but I decided to try again. I'm feeling more confident about this one. Expectations out of 10 are probably like a 5. If I flip this thing over and it doesn't look right or it doesn't fit, we're moving on to the next project. Mark my words. Let's flip it. Guys, I did it. We have a cute little mini skirt. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Let me show you. I had to add some darts in to get the waist a little bit more cinched, and they're definitely puckering. That doesn't look right, but guess what? I'm not fixing it. I think the shape is cute. This will be the prototype, and when we make it again, we will fix all of the errors. But this is what she looks like. Isn't it so cute? It's 9:36 p.m. I have to be up for the gym tomorrow, so we will see you tomorrow evening with the next project. Last night, we worked on the skirt. We finished the skirt, and the skirt is finished. This is what it looks like. For this video, this skirt is done, okay? We will be moving on. But before that, I have a project that I'm working on. I have a couple of strips of fabric here, and I'm going to be making a quick little pin cushion. I have one pin cushion. It's out of reach right now, and that is exactly why I'm making another one, because it is always out of reach. I pin at the ironing board, I pin at the cutting table, I pin at my sewing machine. And every time I'm at one location, my pin cushion is at another. So what I have done is a little bit of math, and I've decided that I'm going to make a patchwork pin cushion a patchwork pincushion with 1/2-inch strips of pink fabric and 1/2-inch strips of the floral fabric. And we're just going to do a quick patchwork situation, put it together, and then we will get sewing. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's 8:37 a.m. I've been up since 5:30 a.m. And of course, I'm still rushing to get everything I need done. Whatever. Last night, I did finish my pincushion. Hopefully you can see with the glare. It is a patchwork style, and I put the button on and I got that done, but I'm going to pack it up because we are doing something very exciting today, very fun, and related to actually what I'm doing right now, which is putting interfacing on fabric. But I'm in a rush because I was supposed to leave the house 37 minutes ago, and I still have one more piece to interface. So I'm going to finish this, and then it's Saturday morning, so we are heading to a coffee shop, we're heading to tennis, and I will update you on what we're doing after that in a little bit. Earlier, I mentioned that I was going to something exciting, and I'm here now. We are doing a bring your own machine, sew with friends thing. Okay. The sewing club that I'm a part of is having a sewing event where you just bring your machine, you bring your project, and we all hang out for a couple of hours and we sew together. So I am here. My sewing machine is in the back. I need to actually pack up all of my stuff and get going, but that's what we're doing. That's why I made my little pin cushion, and I'm excited. It's my first time going to one, so I think it'll be good. I really like these ladies. They're all great. So let's get going. So I didn't do the best job at recording at this event, and that's because really I was hanging out, I was talking to people, I was asking questions and getting advice from people who've been sewing longer than I've been alive, which was so cool. I just love the idea of combining a hobby with community. This has made sewing so much more exciting for me because there are people that I can talk to about buttonholes and fabric and patterns, and it just feels like a really safe space because everyone is on the same page and we're all really excited about sewing. So if you have a hobby, I would highly recommend trying to find a community around it and connecting with people who also like what you like. It definitely makes the experience so much more enjoyable. I wanted to tell you all what I'm working on. I had pre-cut the bestie bag, right? I'm pretty sure we talked about that earlier in the video. So at the sewing event that I went to on Saturday, I brought it with me so that I could get started. I was like, oh, I can get the whole bag done in 3 hours. Who am I joking? Who am I kidding? Anyway, I was able to zigzag stitch the ends of all of the lining pieces and get the pockets on. That's the first pocket, and then this is the second. Hopefully you're able to see that. What I'm going to do is something called a bar tack. I just learned what that is, and it's essentially just reinforcing the high traffic areas or like potential weak areas of the bag. And I know this from making mine, the pockets tend to unravel. So I'm going to do a couple of bar tacks to kind of lock them in so that as you're putting things in and out of the bag, you don't have to worry about them potentially coming apart. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to try to make more progress and see how far I can go. I'm not going to put a timeline on it, but what I will say is today is Wednesday, February 25th. I started this video probably February 3rd or 4th. I don't know. It's been the whole month. I have finished one of the 4 projects that I cut out at the start of this video. and there are only 3 days of the month left. So can I get this done? And potentially another thing? Let's find out. A lot of our legends was it's not cool like picture, like black artists, but they made him the face of it. Yeah. Which is why he was always so rebellious against because I mean, you know, it seemed like I just put the zipper tabs on my zipper, and now I'm going to put the zipper on. I'm making progress. I actually think I will be able to get this done in one day. Hello, it's been a little while. I was supposed to stop sewing and go do other stuff an hour and 41 minutes ago. Yikes. But I wanted to make progress on this bag. Let me show you what we have. The exterior, the lining, and the zipper are all in. I just edge stitched and put it together. There's only one area that I'm having a little bit of trouble with, and it is this little gap. You can see that like space right here. There's a little gap there. I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do about that. I'm thinking to get this thing. It's called Fray glue, I think, like a super glue for fabric. That's pretty much what it is. I think that would be great. So this is all together. The next thing I'm going to do is, I believe, put the lining bottom on. Yeah, the bottom of the lining is going to go in. But I need to stop. I need to go make dinner. It's 5 o'clock. So that might be all we're doing today because I have book club tonight and things to do. So anyway, it might be another day that I check in. Like I said earlier, today is, what's today? February 25th. I cannot take this video into March. I have to start editing it. So we'll see how far we get. I think I can definitely get this done and potentially get started on another thing. Probably not finish, but I can start. We'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. I've been using this book as a clapper. Every time I saw people talk about clappers online, I was like, girl, y'all do not need clappers. Like, y'all are just buying stuff to buy it. No. Having something to weigh down the fabric as it cools actually does make a huge difference. So maybe I'll be investing in a clapper. I've never actually seen one or held one before. So yeah, I'm going to the fabric store tomorrow. Ooh, I'll take you all with me. That'll be a part of this video. I'm going to the fabric store and I will see if they have clappers there. I feel like that's something a fabric store would have. All right, progress has been made. The bag is pretty much together. We're about to flip it, but I don't know how this happened or what happened with my cutting, but my straps are uneven, or my strap tabs at least. So what I'm thinking to do is to just cut it off. It's the same width, so I kind of feel like I can get away with it. Let's turn it right side out and see what it looks like. Ooh. yeah. Yeah. And I will figure out how to clean up these zipper tabs that are kind of fraying a little bit, but we'll figure that out. It is together. We have a bag. Definitely have several steps that I need to do before this is done. It's 8:45. I think I'm done for the night. It has been a very slow, nice, chill morning. I started the morning at a cafe reading, having some pie, having a quiche, which was really good. I just went to the Salvation Army to see if they had any fabric. They did not. So I just left there and I came over to the fabric store. I am here to get some notions, specifically buttons and zippers. And, I need that like fray glue that I was talking about yesterday. We'll see if they have that here. And then they also have patterns here. So I also bought a pattern this morning. I'll put it up here. It's this cute dress. I just like the style. I like the shape. I think it'd be interesting to make. Let's get into the store and see what they've got. It's a beautiful sunny day. Spring is sprung. There were so many people in there. Apparently there are students from a fashion school. There was a lot of them. So they gave me this big old bag for all that I got. I got a bag of buttons for $1. They did not have the buttons that I was looking for, but I got what I could get. And I got the fray check so that I can put that on those parts of the fabric that have been fraying. I got her a belt buckle loop situation. I'm making that bestie bag, so I don't have a loop on mine, but if she wants to put one on there, I got it. And then I got 2 patterns. This one and this one. I actually really love this fabric right there, but so we'll see if I end up making it. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I think this is going to be really cute. I love the sleeves here. And then this one just reminds me of a dress that I have and I've wanted to recreate it. So yeah. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Even though you guys heard me complain about filming, I actually had so much fun filming this video, and I had even more fun editing it and watching it all back. This was a great month of sewing, and I just loved everything that I made and all of the ups and downs of making things. But that's kind of what I love about sewing. It's giving me the opportunity to be imperfect and to learn and to just grow in something new and not feel any pressure to just be good at it right away. So thank you all for watching. I upload once a month and I will be back next month, maybe with some sewing, maybe with some hanging out. Who knows? Either way, I'll be recording it, so hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next month.